suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire. With crimson secrets and forbidden bliss, can't stay still, don't stop that thrill. My bones crave your skin, temptation within, mistakes ignite the silence. Nightmares creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire. Connect the dots.
Hey, and I gotta get in the shot.
You're not in the shot, bro.
We're all good. We're all good. See, we're making it work. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Those Two Nerds podcast. I am your coach and still fixing stuff, and joined by my beautiful, beautiful brains of the show, Nick Displays Games.
I'm the brains.
I said the beautiful brains. dude.
Like, I think we're like Pinky and the Brain.
I think of you as like you're. Oh my god, who the? I just literally messed up what I was gonna say because I can't remember the name. So you know Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Who's the person that created Frankenstein?
Igor?
Igor didn't create Frankenstein.
Frankenstein created Frankenstein.
Okay, so his name's Frankenstein.
The monster's name's not Frankenstein.
What is the monster's name?
The monster.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm 100% serious.
Then why does everybody call him Frankenstein?
Frankenstein's the doctor that made
So Dr. Frankenstein.
Dr. Frankenstein.
So you're Dr. Frankenstein, I'm Igor.
You're Igor?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll walk around. Yes, master. Yes.
Let's see. Brains, talent, and most of the looks.
Almost the looks.
Almost the looks. If Aaron starts screaming Narf, I'm done. Did you hear that they're redoing Animaniacs? Hulu? They're doing a brand new Animaniacs series. They're bringing it back with the original voice actors, and they're gonna have some Pinky and the Brain skits. I'm actually kind of excited about it. I think it doesn't come out till November.
It'd be neat for sure.
But yeah, I just saw that. It's just weird that we brought that up. So
Yeah. Also, guys, kind of out right now. PS4 only, PS4 exclusive, I guess to say. Right now, well, actually, sorry, it's no longer active anymore. So hopefully you already played it. Call of Duty Cold War came out this past weekend, Friday, Saturday, and a little bit of Sunday morning.
Yep.
You had access to the game if you had a PS4, and you I don't even think you had to have PlayStation Plus. You just
Yeah, you had to be a Plus member.
Yep, you had to be a Plus member.
Mhm.
Okay, so you could play the alpha version of the game. So far from what I've seen, I'm not thoroughly impressed.
Well, it is an alpha.
It is an alpha,
It's
but
also on a
I think overall,
PS4. So.
it brought a lot of nice things back because a lot of people kind of a hidden gem was World War II, and people really seemed to like World War II, and nobody really hyped it up, and that's what the kind of vibe I got with it. I know you don't play much Call of Duty, but
No, I don't.
but a lot of so far everybody's saying that the game is really fun, so that's good news because everybody was pretty pissed off about Modern Warfare.
Were they?
Because of all the bugs, it just didn't feel like the creators cared or the developers cared. Anytime we would basically say like, "Hey, change this," and like it'd be the majority of the community like, "Hey, we don't like this," they're like, "Oh, fuck you, I got your money."
So I mean, it's been an interesting week. I think in gaming and in nerd world
Yeah.
culture overall, they're talking about movie theaters aren't bouncing back. No one's going, so they may or may not even have a lot of new movies this year.
Yep.
So, but no one's going. I mean that new Christopher Nolan flick Tenet, which I've heard was amazing,
Yeah.
but no one's going. I mean,
See, my thing is, I still get some of the fear factor that comes with it.
well, I mean they say that inside is you're more likely for germs, which makes sense. I mean, what happens if you work in an office and someone has a cold and they come in? Usually, at least a few people are getting it. It's just the way that it is. So
And it's like a domino effect.
yeah,
One person gets it, two people get it next week, four, like it just spreads. But like I said, I haven't gone personally to the movie theater.
neither have I.
But then again, I don't think there's anything out that I really want to see. And that's no hate towards anybody that's making movies. It's just
I didn't see a lot of new stuff out, really. I know that when they first opened back up around here, they were showing stuff that was out when they closed. And
Yeah.
then they were also doing like old time shows. So I do know that like the one out here, they were doing Empire Strikes Back 4K, which is kind of cool. I mean, but I can stay at home and watch Empire Strikes Back 4K on Disney Plus.
yeah, that's true.
So
You can't go wrong there.
on my brand new 75-inch TV, like it looks beautiful.
He's compensating. for
It's-
something.
Dude, I drive a Hyundai, okay, a hatchback. I'm not compensating for shit.
Yeah, you just pick and choose what you compensate for.
It's true.
Kind of catching up on some of the comments. Frustration Corp. When are we going to play some Road Company? I just been super busy because I know yesterday I got a brand new toolbox, like tool chest, and put that thing together and put all the tools inside of it. Which, by the way, it looks phenomenal.
It's gonna be like that because of how everything kind of worked out.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like I don't have a lot of time to do as much stuff as I want. I haven't been able to do streams as much as I want.
Yep.
I snuck on yesterday and played about an hour and a half of Wingspan, and
Saw that. I actually liked a lot of the voices. Very soothing.
it's a very chill game.
The Tweedledbird.
It's like the music's chill. It's really fun. But
I felt like it was the girl version of Bob Ross talking.
Kinda, yeah. It was really good though. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a really good translation from the physical board game to the card game, and it's just super chill. But then Facebook is like, you need to have your 4 hours every 2 weeks or whatever, and so apparently I've only done about 3. So I gotta get back on for like an hour. I might maybe play Magic or something later today just to keep my
Whatever you got to do.
keep my thing because Zendikar came out. I missed the bundle pre-orders, whatever.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
but I've been playing a little bit of limited and sealed.
Well, we saw Tadasuke Utari playing it a little bit.
How did he finish out?
So I watched him, and he always seems so. He has a friend from New York that actually in the I think it's either sealed or draft. He finished the highest rank you can get, which is like legendary or masters.
That's pretty sweet.
So when he does draft, he actually has him kind of coach him through the draft. He just like tells him like, "Hey, this is a really good card. I think this is good synergy." They played a lot of Magic together, and I think he finished 4 or 5-2,
That's pretty good.
or 5-3. So he was
Usually when a set first comes out, most of my sealed and draft pools, I think I'm usually 5-2, 4-3, somewhere in there. I almost always have a winning record.
I personally felt he drew really good hands. and then it always seemed that the opponent that he was playing against had an answer.
Yeah,
And
it's how it is.
but like I said, he had the one guy down to 2, and he stabilized and actually beat him.
Don't know why I default to Facebook. Makes me feel like I'm 45.
Hey, there's
Hey,
nothing wrong with that.
I like Facebook.
Yeah,
For what Facebook is, I like it. In fact, today I used Facebook to buy 5 Legend of Zelda games.
that's true.
That puts me a little bit closer to completing my physical Legend of Zelda collection. So and it was cool. What's really funny is I've actually bought stuff off of that buyer,
Yeah.
off that seller before, because when I was looking around for GameCube games, he had a copy of Luigi's Mansion and Mario Sunshine. This is before the prices went up, and so I went and
Yeah.
I was like, hey. Thanks for selling me these games, and he brought extra games with him, right? And I said, okay. He's like, do you want to buy this other game? I was like, no, but thank you.
Yeah.
So then when I went up and I showed up and I was asking about the Zelda games and stuff, he says, hey, are you looking into GameCube stuff? He clearly did not remember me.
Yeah.
And I said, no, I actually have all the GameCube games for Zelda. I don't
Yeah.
have any of those. And then he asked me the same question he asked me the last time we dealt, and this has been over a year ago. He's like, you wouldn't happen to have any Pokemon cards, would you? And I was like, I mean, yeah, what kind of Pokemon cards? And he goes, oh, well, I'm looking for the stuff when Wizards of the Coast had it. And I said, dude, I'm in the middle of moving. If you get in touch with me in like 2 weeks,
I got you.
I'll probably have a ton of them. So,
Dude, I actually found myself starting to watch some of the videos on Facebook of people unboxing, just like new edition of, and these Charizards. I think it's the VX
yeah,
M cards or whatever.
they're crazy expensive.
They're like $150.
Yeah.
A pool.
Yeah. The new Pokemon cards are like that.
And I'm like the one dude opened up 2, and he's actually a good friend of mine. He actually, he started out in Call of Duty, was competing, and then he was like, I'm done with that. Sold his PS4 and went to Switch to play Smash.
Mhm.
Love Smash. Big Smash player. Then he got into Pokemon with Smash, and I'm like, dude, you're going down a slippery slope.
Yeah.
Right there.
You're going down into virgin territory.
Yeah. So he's he's opening up these packs. He pulls 2.
Nice.
Not I pulled it on my like 8th pack and I pulled it on my last pack. No, he pulled them back to back.
Well, it happens because unlike Wizards of the Coast, you can pull multiples of the same thing. Sometimes you don't want to, but you can.
Yeah.
I mean, and when they say random, and that's the crazy part. So when you're talking about physical cards, right? Magic cards are so crazy for standard prices now because everyone plays standard, like it's really popular. So you'd have cards that were rare and they're selling for $75, $80 in standard.
Yeah.
And usually when cards hit that price point, they were lands that made more than one color of mana, maybe.
Yeah.
Or they said tap, sacrifice, go get a land, you know.
Fetch land, yeah.
So when you're talking about a rare in a set that's like only got, I don't know, maybe 200 cards in it, and they're hitting $75, $80 for a standard card.
Yeah, people are buying boxes. Like it's hard.
Crazy.
It's hard to find them on the shelves right now, and I'm like, dude, I'm not even a Pokemon fan, but I think I'd be willing to take my risk of pulling a Charizard.
I like Pokemon, and the new stuff is actually cool. They just came out with a it's basically like a multiplayer format where you've played the new Switch game, so you know the big max raid battles.
Yeah.
Well, they have a thing now where you can do like max raids with your friends against like a giant Pokemon, which is
Pretty
kind of
cool.
cool. And it was a free update too. Like you didn't have to
Yeah.
buy anything.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's cool. Like I've always liked the cards, but right now I don't think I've actually bought a physical pack of Magic cards since Ixalan, and that's been at least a couple years.
So I would like to personally, once things open back up, actually go to a pre-release again.
Yeah, I think it would be great.
Because I mean,
I miss it.
I don't care if I have to play with a mask on. I'll get a freaking
No, I'll play with a mask on. I don't care.
yeah. Because then because I feel like if you had a mask on, it's easier to hide that poker face. Like, oh, ha, 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 I have 2 removals.
Like, don't get me wrong. I
I
love
got
Arena.
you.
I think Arena is great.
That's
I do better with physical cards in all formats.
Yeah, because I mean, in my personal opinion and my experience, and it's not as much experience as you have, but like when you're playing out there, it can get fun because like you could be playing a guy that's 2-0 that shouldn't be 2-0.
Yeah.
Like he has a terrible deck. He just won against people that are worse
Sure.
than him. And so, don't get me wrong, there's some people out there that can play the worst deck out there and still finish positive, just because they're good players. And I miss going to the events and
It's fun.
you sit down and you're going against the opponent. And I mean, within the first, like, I would say 10 like 10 moves. So 5 each, you're like, oh, this game is about crap.
Yeah.
Like, he can't win. From here on out, he's not winning.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
I miss going to the shop.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I haven't been to Comic Town in Columbus since I think before they moved. And that's really a shame, but that's kind of when I stopped
So,
playing.
yeah, I saw Comic Town. Big shout out to them. I saw Comic Town.
Yes, if you're in the Columbus area, go give them money.
Yeah.
They are awesome. They will fill all of your comic book, magic, hobby, gaming. They have one of the biggest shops in Columbus for premiere events and comics.
So that actually kind of concerns me, and we're going to kind of get into that in just a sec. But Comic Town itself, I actually saw their new store. It is amazing.
It's massive.
It's massive. It's huge, and like everything in it, it's very well organized, and all the cabinet space. Because anybody that plays cards or any kind of trading games, they always have those big glass cases with their stuff on display, stuff like that. The amount, like from the moment you walk in the door, there's like this big L that goes all the way around. It's like it looks like a snake.
Yeah.
Tons and tons of glass cases, and you're like, they had to have bought more. Like I've been to their normal shop, and maybe their normal shop was that long.
It wasn't.
But
no, it was like I think 3 times the square
Yeah.
footage, something like that.
It's beautiful, and I actually am kind of like, speaking of that, like I'm kind of worried. It like I wonder how they're doing right now with this whole.
I think that they're doing a little bit more stuff online, from what I understand. Like they've got their webpage up and running. You actually can buy stuff from their webpage and have it shipped. Where I know before they didn't mess around with a lot of that. And I mean, as far as I know, they're open. They're still doing pool services. They're still doing comic books and all of that.
Do you
so
think they're still doing tournaments?
I'm not sure if they are. I think they might be very small.
No.
But they are. But I do know that they just got in all their Zendikar stuff, or the new Zendikar Rising stuff. So they've been posting about it. And honestly, anytime I can give those guys a shout out, I can.
Yeah.
I've actually even been thinking about hitting up Ryan over there, saying, "Hey, do you guys care if we like for free? I don't want anything. Like, we'll put a promo up for you guys or whatever, just because."
You guys are awesome.
I mean, yeah, they're
Well,
really
same,
awesome,
but-
especially now that they're starting to do some online stuff.
Especially, and also the majority of our fan base is from the Ohio area. Kind of scroll up here just so I can get some
about his computer.
So I can get some of the comments. Big shout out to, well, not shout outs, but just Frustration Corp. I heard you were finishing up on your PC. I know we chatted back and forth about it. Because we're not even going to get into the graphics card because that was the biggest sham.
Oh no, we're definitely gonna get into
2020.
that.
But with that new build, yeah, that build's a beast. Will be a definite tank. Yeah, I don't see where you go wrong.
It's only slightly better than mine,
Yeah.
but it's still better.
Oh yeah, the processor, everything. I mean, like I said, finish off some more with 144 Hz 1 millisecond refresh rate, 34-inch ultra wide. Dude, that's like to me,
You think that's too big?
there's just like a certain extent. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, if I was going to have one monitor, oh, it would not be just the 23-inch. It'd be the curved 34-inch, like massive, like a ridiculous thing. But like, I know a lot of people that actually have 3 monitors set up that are like 34 inches, like that, like,
Yeah, but
and then one on top.
it's kind of like they're separate monitors, but they're not. They're
Yeah.
like linked or whatever.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
I mean, I've got a 34-inch, but mine's not ultra wide.
Yeah.
And I'll be really honest. I don't like the ultra wide monitors
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
I think that they look weird. A lot of games don't utilize that. Yeah, there are some that do, but when I was playing Arena over at your dad's house the one day, and
Yeah.
and like when it first launched, it didn't have any support for ultra wide, so it looked like I was watching a Letterbox movie on my TV. It was terrible.
Yeah, Snozy, so the 3070 is better than the 2080 Ti at less than half the price. You are correct,
But can you find one?
but if you can buy one, I will personally, like, you should, like, that's the problem right now. So the 3080s came out, and don't get me wrong, I think they're like the 27s are a $200 to $300 price tag drop
Yep.
off the 2080s or 3080s. You're not going to find them.
Yeah. Good luck.
And the way the launch went with the 3080s, you're not going to find them. And if you think it's going to be easier with a graphics card that's $300 cheaper, no, that's going to open up. If I drop $200 more, I can buy 2 of them.
Yeah. Right now with the 3000 series, they're great. They're amazing. They've got a really good price point. The low end ones blow away anything that's on the market right now. The mid end ones, they're I mean, they're way far advanced. I mean, you get into the high end ones, and yes, absolutely, those things are going to be those basically have went to the future and come back.
Yeah,
But I think it's overkill right now,
I think so too.
and mostly because you can't find them.
And here's the thing as well: if you are going down the route of I'm in the market for a new PC, um, what you should do is, and I think it's the best idea you can do, buy the best high end 2080 Ti.
Mm-hmm.
Buy that one, put it in your machine, let it run for a little bit, let it run for 4 or 5 months or so, maybe even 6 months. Let those 3070s and 3080s become available to where you can walk into any shop like a Micro Center, and you can just go pick one up.
Yeah.
You don't need a pre-order. You don't need to do any kind of ordering or sit there and tap the refresh screen until it comes back in stock.
It's not.
Because
Everything's been like,
yeah,
okay, so not really news. Anyone that has an internet knows what's going on. So
Yeah.
basically, the new RTX cards that came out, they're awesome, right?
yeah.
But no one could buy one.
No, I mean
Like the page came up for them to be available to buy, and they were already gone.
they were gone before you could hit add to cart.
Like it's ridiculous. So their launch was a fiasco. It was even worse than the PlayStation 5
Yeah.
pre-order drops out of nowhere.
Yeah.
At least with the RTX stuff, we knew when that was happening. But that whole thing was a sham. It was a scam.
So AMD, a lot of people are thinking that the 3080s and those RTXs that came out for pre-order, it was actually a lie. Like they're not doing anything. Like because a lot of people are saying like you're not getting your graphics card until October. Sorry, like late October. AMD is coming out with their graphics cards, I think just a little bit before there in the October month. And I guarantee you, right after they drop theirs, give it 2 weeks or so, you'll see the 3080 Ti's come from NVIDIA. And that's what you're going to see. Trust me, wait, give it time. If you are upgrading right now, unless you are in some desperate, desperate need, do not try to go find. Don't go buy from the scalpers.
No, considering that you can still get good deals on the 2070s and the
Yes,
2080s,
and you're gonna run everything,
and
smooth.
you're going to run everything that's out and anything that's going to be coming out in the next 6 months to a year on the absolute highest settings you want to run it on.
Yeah, like
It's silly. Like it's called inflated marketing, right? They make you feel like you need this because it's limited and you got to have it and you're going to pay whatever you want,
yeah,
and it's dumb. Do not give these scalpers your money for anything.
yeah,
Let them sit on their product and not sell it.
yeah, and that's the thing. Like I said, it's a tough market, and like if you did get so lucky to buy one, I applaud
Good
you.
for you.
I
But if
applaud
you
you.
were one of those people that used a bot or insider information or some other way to get it through a non-honest means or whatever,
Yeah.
you know, F you guys. Seriously, because I can't stand scalpers at all.
Yeah,
And PlayStation 5s is another really good
Oh my
example
God.
of that. Like that was a fucking fiasco.
and we did like their tweet that said like let's be honest.
3 days later.
Yeah, let's be honest, it didn't go as well as we thought. My thing is like I said, when it comes to anything like this, I get there has to be a certain limit because you can only mass produce so much.
Target had no limits on their pre-orders. There are people in the comments and review sections of Target saying, "Me and my boys got 30 of these because they were only going to scalp them. They used bots. They absolutely used bots. The people that got theirs legitimately were few and far between the people that didn't.
Yeah.
And then this is what really upsets me. So they were all sold out that day within hours, right? All sold out. And then within probably 20 minutes of the first website, which was Walmart, we see them up on eBay for ludicrous prices: $1,000, $2,000, $900. Screw you.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, seriously, like, just screw you right in your fucking dirty little asshole. I get so sick of these
Yeah.
people.
Because
Get a job.
Yeah.
It's easy money. It's part of the no. It shouldn't be part of the economy. And you know the people that could really put a stop to this is eBay, because scalping, whether you know this or not, it's actually illegal in most states.
Yeah.
And it's definitely illegal for essential items. I know a PlayStation is not an essential item.
Yeah.
But if your sole intent was to buy as many of these things as you could and flip them for double to triple or whatever the money on it, and you used bots to manipulate websites so that way you hammered them out,
Yeah.
you're a fucking piece of shit. I'm sorry you are.
And here's the thing. I mean, you may say he's angry, which I'll put it this way: he's not the only one. I mean, You made a tweet, and let's be honest here,
It-
we're not clout gods here.
I have like 20 followers.
He had more
Twitter.
He had more likes and I think retweets than he did followers.
It was over 40 people that all was like, "Yep,
Yeah.
bravo,
Yeah.
bravo."
Here's the thing. It makes you very frustrated because then, as from the PS4 standpoint of it, you got to look at it this way. They're in competition with Xbox.
Yeah.
If Xbox comes out and they launch this thing and it works better than yours, guess what people will do?
Well, I'll be really honest with you. After this whole fiasco where they said, "Oh, we'll give you plenty of time to tell you when that's going to happen," and then it's not going to be a surprise drop, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
Man, that Xbox is looking real inviting right now.
Like I said,
I know exactly when it's going on sale. September 22nd.
and don't get me wrong, it does not matter. People are going to use bots. It's the same thing that happened in Call of Duty. So in Call of Duty for the team passes,
It shouldn't be that way.
uh,
Why are these retailers?
you want to know what Call of Duty did?
Why are these retailers not using the thing where you had to like click the images and stuff? What's it? Cap the.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, click all the ones with a sidewalk in it. You know how fast that would shut down some of this bullshit scalping? Like, okay, well, bots are smart. They're not that smart.
So this is what people were doing in Call of Duty. They were buying these team passes. So team passes are required for your team to go to an event and play in the bracket. Okay. So what people would do to make sure they got one, because these things, limited number, they will sell out. They were doing bots. They'd have 6, 7, 8 passes and then go sell them for almost $100, $200 extra. So you know what Call of Duty did? They made you sign in. And once you signed into that pass, you are the owner of that pass. You can't pass it off to
Nope.
anybody. You can't do nothing with it. So people were stuck.
And the pre-orders on
Yeah.
PlayStation and Sony's website went smoother than any other one. So if you signed up, and I'm not sure how they picked who got the invites and who didn't. I mean, I signed up with them too. They didn't send me an email. I'm a little bit hurt. I probably spent thousands of dollars on their stuff. It's
Yeah.
fine. But you had a link. It lasted so long, and if you didn't get there in time, they were gone. But I tell you what, it was 2, 3, 4 hours later. People were still able to go in with their private link and get them.
Yeah. I just think there's got to be a better way.
There is a better way. You need to eliminate the ability for people to use bots and buying programs on your retail stores for anything, because this isn't the first time this is going to happen. It's going to continue to happen, and they won't do anything. How hard is it to upgrade your system to where when you are checking out, you have to click on all the goddamn little traffic lights? It's not that
Yeah.
hard.
You're not wrong. And like I said, and if you do have a bot that's intelligent enough to do that,
Change it.
congratulations. Congratulations.
I
Like, you
mean, they
win.
do. They have bots that can,
Yeah.
but they don't work
It
great all the
slows-
time.
It slows them down. And like I said, it's a terrible way to go about it. And there's a lot of frustration. And us as nerds, we're gonna voice it because guess what? There's a lot of people out there that don't have Twitter, don't have Facebook.
Don't get me wrong.
It just
When you go to the store on November 12th, there's going to be PS5s in the store. Is there going to be enough for everybody that wants to get one? Probably not, but there's going to be some. It's not like it's going to be some fucking holy grail that no one's seen.
yeah.
And you're going to see them in, Myers and Targets and
And they'll be restocking every week.
Walmarts and
Yeah, they'll be restocking.
Best
every week.
Buys, and I don't know who else is around in other places.
But like I said-
Fred Myers, is that still a store? I think on the West Coast somewhere. Fred Myers.
probably.
I don't know. But yeah, am I angry about it? Yeah, I'm angry about it. Not because I wanted one. I'm angry because this is the kind of stuff that I've been dealing with Amiibos for 3 years.
Yeah.
I couldn't even imagine what it's like for the people that have been dealing with Amiibo since 2014. It's an absolute immoral way to, I think, make a living. Go out and get a real job. You think because you have some program and you press a button and now you have all these, seriously, get fucked in the ass with a cactus. I'm sorry, like it's just
That's a good way to go.
It angers me so much, and I hate store exclusive bullshit, especially when you can use a bot and you can buy all of them. This happened when the new Legend of Zelda amiibos came out on GameStop, and everyone had an exclusive one. It was really hard to obtain them. Best Buys was the same thing, but
Yeah.
I've never in my life ever seen Best Buy's website crash like it did like that.
Oh yeah. Well, it's gonna happen. I mean, you got to think of bots are constantly refreshing.
There was also a ton of people there too.
Well, yeah, you mix both together. It's called let's get fuck party. Like it's bad.
It was terrible.
And by the way, thank you for the comment on my shirt. It is actually can't really see it that well, but this is Mario. As soon as I can point at it, that's Mario. Can't really. I stand up. Dude, it's so
So-
awkward. Yeah, there's Mario.
Anyone that wanted one, if you happen to get on and you got one, congratulations. That's awesome. You're not part of the problem.
Yeah.
And I'm not angry that you got one or even two. Like if you bought them and it was legitimate, you managed to get two of them, bravo.
Yeah.
It does anger me when I see guys posting online and they're like, well, I got 7 of these because I want to make sure that my pre-order don't get canceled. So when I get my one, I'll cancel the other ones.
Yeah.
What?
Yep. We'll put that on a T-shirt if we have to.
Sorry, I don't shout a lot of profanity, but that's just it makes me angry. No, that's not true. I am a profane individual. But and you can quote me on that. That might be my campaign speech when we run for president.
Yeah. What is it? 2052 or something?
That's what we're gonna do to all these pedophiles. Yep. But anyway, so I mean, if you happen to get one of the cool new graphics cards, great. If you happen to get one of the PlayStations, great. If you don't want one and don't care about it, awesome. But you also can't tell me that there's not at some point, being a nerd,
Yeah.
being into tech, being into stuff that is a hot commodity, something that you're going to want, that you're not going to get screwed over at some point.
Mhm.
So tell these retailers to make changes. Speak with your wallet. Write their companies. They have terrible coding on their websites and on their apps and stuff.
Yep.
And now with the new Monster Hunter games out, GameStop of all people is getting exclusive amiibos again.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is awesome. So I went to the store the day that they announced them. I said, I hate your store. I hate your company. I'm going to buy this thing, your collector's edition of the Monster Hunter Rise with the cool amiibo. Are the other ones available to pre-order? They didn't even know anything about them. So now I have to make a second trip into a store that I hate to pre-order something that wasn't.
It's actually his favorite store.
I hate them so much. And then someone actually has the tenacity online and says, well, GameStop, they need to have stuff like that. They're really hurting right now. I was like, it's because they suck. That's why they're hurting.
It's true. Multiple times pre-orders get canceled, like day of. They're like, "Oh, just kidding, sorry."
I've never seen one where you physically walk into the store and have a receipt get canceled. I've seen your stuff online get canceled.
Yeah.
So I feel pretty good. The fact that this guy hadn't even heard of it, I'm gonna get it.
I'm gonna get it.
And if I don't, I'll reach across that fucking counter. I'll rip that little nerdy bitch out into the aisleway and I'll stomp on his face.
We're gonna need security at the local GameStop when Kev gets there.
Actually, they were all really cool because they had a big sign posted up on the. It was the nicest people I've ever dealt with in GameStop in a long time, which is another reason why I stopped shopping there, because you had these elitist a-hole mid-30s guys that can't get a real job working at GameStop as the manager, thinking they're super cool with big dicks or whatever, and they're gonna make fun of me for coming in and buying games. Like, but you sell it.
Did you ever check if they had a big dick?
Who
Like,
cares?
if they did, what if it's massive? Like, they actually do porn on the side.
Well, then they wouldn't need to work in GameStop if they were being in porn.
Yes, maybe.
So it's
Yes, it is. We should have changed it. It is not pizza time. It's Kev gets angry. Like,
we're gonna change the name of the show next week to Kevin is on his period. He has menstrual cramps. He is angry today.
Kevin needs therapy.
Kevin needs to beat a scalper within an inch of his life. Get a job.
They live for this moment. Like, they've been waiting 10, 15 years for this moment to scalp something, and this guy.
He's got this cool new bot program.
Actually,
It'd be like Jay and Silent Bob when they get all the comments from the internet and they're like, "Did you say fuck Jay and Silent Bob and their stupid assholes?" And they show up knocking on his door and they beat that little kid's ass. It's gonna be like that.
You do porn on the side. Well, aren't you like 15? So somebody's getting in trouble. So Brazzers, we're coming for you.
Sorry for the language today, kids.
Yeah,
We need to put this is a mature show on here because
viewer discretion is not.
man, when I get angry, I get angry. So,
Any like not good things happen?
but no, I mean, actually, the experience in GameStop wasn't terrible. They were really nice. They had a big sign posted: "No PS5 pre-orders, please don't ask." So I went in and I said, "So how'd that PS5 pre-order thing go?" And they're like, "Dude, Walmart." And I said, "I know, man." So it was good.
So, in other news,
What's going on?
as you guys can see, I still have nothing on, but something
You
is.
got like this board over here.
Yeah, that's gonna be the dry erase board for activities. I don't know what I'm up to. But like I said, I promise you guys, I wasn't allowed to do a project today because one, it was Sunday, and last time I did the project on Sunday, we were late. And when we say we, it was just me. So what we're doing now is we're gonna actually hang that thing today, and we're gonna hang up a little painting. It's gonna be nice in here. I got a stud finder now. And to make a dad joke out of it, I put it on myself and it beeped. So, haha, dad joke of the week.
Man, I pointed at me and it just didn't do anything. There was no reaction at all.
Yeah, first I'm 16, second I have big hands, so that means big gloves, and third I like girls. Like, do you want me to?
Don't be mean to our friend.
Don't do drugs, kids.
He comes and watches our show every week. You be nice to our friend.
Don't smoke crack.
Don't crack.
Oh my gosh.
All right, I think I'm done yelling on stuff today. If you bring up one more thing I'm upset about, though, I'm gonna. So, moving. Yeah, I'm still doing that. I'm packing. That's
Yeah.
awful.
I don't know what we're gonna do about next week.
Hopefully, I'll have enough time to be here. I'm gonna do my best.
No, what I'm trying to say is like, because like my parents are moving
Yeah.
and you're moving at the same time, and you know how my dad is. When I tell him, "Hey, I got the podcast,"
We might just maybe we do the podcast early.
We only do the podcast on Sundays at 4:00. That's what it's there for. The only time we switch it is when we want to switch it.
I'm just saying that there is a very real possibility that we may not be here next week.
Do it from your phone. Yeah, those two nerds moving. Box.
We might just go remote. I'm not sure how we will do that. I know that you can get Streamlabs on your phone.
I have it on my phone.
Okay, so we might be doing remote, and it might be a really, really short show.
It'd be like, "Hey, we're moving."
I don't know that I can do the Ream stream from everywhere, but it'll be fun. Fine, it'll be totally fine.
It's not gonna work.
Yeah, because you got to move. You got to help your dad move. I
I'm not to move shit.
I also have to move, but I guess they think that I'm going to have all this time to also help them move. But I will. I'm going to help them out.
We'll make sure to drive by with eggs. Do it.
With-
Because if you can hit me from the street to the house with an egg, I applaud you because it's a distance. Like, and that'll be accurate shot. I would actually like to see that. Me walking across like the side yard where you're going, and you throw an egg from the street, driving, and see if you can hit me. I'll give you $10 for every time you do hit me. Have you guys seen the movie Wind Down?
Yeah, we watched that.
I've seen it.
Yeah, we watched that. Remember?
Yeah, that movie was hilarious. That was the first time I ever tried. The only reason why I remember that movie so well is because that was the first time I ever had like energy supplement stuff.
Oh my god, you were so hyped.
Challenge. Like I said, I'll give you a dozen eggs,
A dozen eggs.
and I'll let you throw them
I kind of want to see this. I want to see what you can get done with that. Not gonna lie.
from the street,
From the street.
driving.
Where are you gonna be?
No, I get to move like from house to house, and he has to hit me from the street. Now he's got to remember something. There's a big ass tree in the way.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
there is.
So he's got to throw him.
You have a really nice tree in your front yard. It's really nice.
well in the side yard too.
Yeah.
So if you can hit me, I'll give you $10 every one you hit. You get 12 eggs. That's all you get.
You should hang up 2 gorillas fucking. Why? Why would we want that?
Oh, it's because that's in Wyham. Yeah, I think that's in Wyham.
I don't know.
Snow's on a different level today.
He is.
No, we will have I added some lights. It's kind of hard to see because we put all these lights on.
Yeah, we got to make it. We got to make it really pretty in here. Kevin has it on velvet for above his bed.
I don't know what you're saying now. Like, you guys have lost us. Like, you guys had us for a second. You guys had us on the reel. And then, like, you lost us.
I don't even know what's going on right now.
I think you should just get a waterbed and then put a
No.
mirror above.
I had a waterbed when I was like 20, 21, 22. I hated it. It was awful. I hated it so much.
You should get on my level, Snozy.
Bro-
Your dad's under 6.
Well, it was like the one time the heating thing went out, and I didn't know that, right? And so I was laying in the bed, and the bed was cold as shit because it's water, and you need the heater to heat up the water. Another thing that's really terrible about it is if your power goes off for an extended amount of time, your heater doesn't keep the water warm, so you wake up, You're freezing. And by the way, yeah, it is really difficult to do it on a waterbed.
I get motion sickness.
Yeah, no, I don't move around that much, but it's still kind of difficult because, like, if you like put all your weight on one side, you kind of like lopside them. It's way worse than in a bed.
And especially like if you sleep on the edge,
Yeah,
like, and there's not enough water over there, you just go
uh,
right
it's
to the edge.
it's not good. Do they even still sell water beds?
I mean, I bet. I mean, they have a store that's called Water Beds and stuff.
I think it's more about just the stuff now. I don't know that they still do water beds.
I personally
Is
would-
water beds and stuff still around?
Yeah.
I haven't seen one in a while. I don't know.
I think there's one of our like players,
Maybe. I don't know. I haven't been up there in a while.
but God, man,
Gotta go to IKEA.
dude, I can't wait.
I
But you
so
can't. You
excited.
can't go inside of IKEA.
Yes, you can.
You
I'm
can't.
going right inside.
Okay, well, I need to go with you. So
What do you mean you can't go in IKEA? You act like it's some fortress.
no, what I'm saying is, I thought you had to buy just stuff online, like they weren't.
No, you go right. You can go right in the store.
I didn't know that.
No, you can go right in the store. They're awesome.
Learn something new every day.
If you've never actually been in IKEA,
Yes, they're Swedish meatballs.
it's kind of like going into a world that has evolved. Like everything is very clean in there. They have their own cafeteria in there.
Yeah, it's like the first, like most of them go in to IKEA. Most time it's right when you walk in. You go up like a little escalator or whatever, because like it has a starting. They have arrows to help you get out of the house.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah, and they have like shortcuts, like hey, walk this way to go to like hardware, or walk this way to go to furniture and bedding. But right when you walk in, there's a cafeteria. And I'll put it this way: they have Swedish meatballs there, and they give you like 12 of them for like $3, and they are so freaking
Yeah.
good. Like I could probably, and like I said,
I know people that actually just go there for lunch.
you need a meal. You need a meal before you go walking around there. You might get lost.
Well, I went with your brother because he has a truck, and I needed to get a desk last year. Actually, it's the same desk that you're using. And I mean, he went right in. He grabs these metal legs, and he's got the tabletop. He's like, "Let's go!" And I'm like, I just felt like this was going to be a much more satisfying experience than kind of like look around and say, "We got to go." All right, so I want to go
They
back.
have, oh, it's beautiful. I'll go with you.
I gotta get some shelves for all my board games.
Gotta get you.
I'm gonna need probably shelves somewhere else because I have a lot of amiibos.
Like I said,
Like-
IKEA, as long as you know how to work a power tool, you can build anything at IKEA. It is awesome. Everything there, like you can build legitimate desks that you see at Staples, Amazon, that are $120, $150 for $40.
Yeah, I'm probably honestly gonna go with the Calyx shelves frustration because I've seen them in actual action. Like they're brilliant in their design. You can
Yep.
hold about any type of board game in them, and I'm planning on buying more games, eventually. But
Yeah.
like I've got a lot of stuff right now, and I may even end up putting the Magic cards on them because they'll hold the weight.
Yeah. What is behind us is actually a dry erase board. It's going to go up on the wall. I'm going to write notes on it, like what I have to get done for the day. Streaming goals, stuff like that, subs, and all that stuff. Like it's just going to be a big dry erase board.
What do you think? Frustration? You think I can get all my Magic cards on one of those shelving units,
Probably
like
get quite a bit
the
of
big one?
it. You could probably get quite a bit of it for sure.
I mean, I have a bunch of folders, but I also have some boxes too. So, because I'm not really sure exactly where I'm gonna put them yet, but probably in the board game / D&D room.
Do what you
Um,
got to do. I mean, you want to have them in a central location. That way, you're not walking all around. Snosy, what is wrong with you?
So, all right, I've kind of figured out the house has 3 bedrooms upstairs,
Yep.
and it's got the living room / kitchen,
Mhm.
and then it's got the downstairs living room,
And a
and
bed.
then in a bedroom.
Yeah.
So every room in that house, with the exception of
One room.
the guest bedroom, will have the ability to either play a board game or a video game. Every room. In fact,
You better
2 of the rooms are going to be specifically for just playing certain types of games.
See, this is why I think you should have you need to have massive parties all the time, like massive nerd parties.
Yeah. Well, I'm turning your brother's old room into a retro game room, I've decided, because I didn't know what else to do with it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get one of the old CRT TVs. I'm gonna hook up like the GameCube, the Super Nintendo, and like the old school NES.
Mini futon in there.
I'm probably gonna put my old futon in there.
Sex dungeon.
Then your sister's one room, I'm probably gonna make the board game room. Then I'm
Yeah.
gonna have the guest bedroom, and then downstairs is gonna be like where I stream and play PC shit. I thought about bringing my computer upstairs, but there's just not anywhere really good to put it.
It's hard. It's
Unless I use the room I'm going to turn into a retro room
For
for
sure.
that. But then it's like, then what do I do with the basement?
Yeah, you need to have like an office / work room to where you just get shit done. That's what this room's for, actually. Like I try to do all my work in here.
I'll give once I get kind of like settled, which it'll be a while. I'll probably give like a grand tour of all the nerdy stuff going on. I was really hoping to get enough done to try and have like a small Halloween thing this year, but I just don't know that I'm going to have enough time.
It just all depends on everything falls. I'm gonna try like
Those two nerds cribs, yeah, but my house is gonna look sick.
sick.
It's gonna look
See, like
really good.
his is gonna look like a nerdy bachelor
It's
pad.
gonna look like a fucking 12-year-old lives in there.
And then like my house, like I have to like I get one room. I get one room to decorate.
Well, the nice thing is, okay, so my living room upstairs, yes, it has video game consoles in it, but I'm not gonna have like video game statues and like it's gonna look like a real honest to goodness living room. The kitchen's gonna be fine. So the retro game room and the board game room, I can shut those doors, right? You don't have to look at it.
yeah.
So it'll be fine. It's gonna be fine. And this is why I'm gonna live alone.
And then you just need to wrap your whole house in LED light strips. Like
I'll be honest, frustration. If I knew where to put the arcade machines, I probably would. Because me and your dad were talking about building like one of the big arcade cabinets. I'd like to put one in there, and I may end up putting it in the basement if I can get it in there, maybe. But we're also going to probably be building a custom board gaming table. So I'm really excited about that.
yeah, we'll have to figure it out.
If not, I gotta just go get a table.
Piece by piece, yeah, for sure.
Because you guys are probably gonna want to be starting to play D&D again in person.
We're gonna try. Yeah, I mean for sure. Yeah, like I said, still a lot of moving parts. I mean, we both kind of thought like, oh, it won't take us that long, and then all of a
I
sudden,
knew it was gonna take a long time.
and then all of a sudden, like things just like this weekend. This weekend, I got a ton of stuff to do. Like your priorities start to change a lot when you actually own a house.
yeah, it's like shit. I gotta cut the grass.
You're like, when you're like, man, I really want to hang this shelf in the living room, and you kind of like say, fuck your streaming room. For at least me, like, I could hang this stuff probably in 10 minutes, but I didn't have the equipment to do it.
now you do.
So now I do. But it's been
Your priorities do change a lot,
Yeah.
and see in your situation, it's not just your house. So you have another person to take into consideration. Not that I don't think that it would look clean and nice and stuff, but if it was up to you and it was just your place, you'd have nerd shit all over the house.
oh for sure.
It would look nice.
Yeah.
But since you don't, it's not just your house.
Yeah, for
You,
sure.
you got to take someone else into consideration. Me, I don't have to.
No, like I said, cutting the grass. Cutting the grass is not bad. I actually enjoy cutting the grass, especially where I live. It takes like an hour. I can trim and cut grass in an hour. And like I said, and I like doing the projects and stuff. And that's what I've loved most about owning a house is the projects you can just do. Like you can sit there and be like, oh man, I can do that this weekend. I can do that. So like you kind of prioritize what's going to make the biggest impact visual. Like if I come in here, nobody comes in here. It's just me.
No, but you still want it to look clean. You want it to look organized. You want it
Yeah.
to look neat.
Yeah.
And if you put enough shelves on there and line it with all kinds of stuff, as long as it's neat,
Yeah.
who cares?
For sure. And I know that feeling frustration. I actually just got a brand new mower, got a Honda mower, and it's awesome. And I feel like I get so much. But like I said, as you kind of make the process of moving, you do a lot of the things that like you absolutely need to get done, and then then like you start moving into like, okay, now let's do some DIY. Let's get some actual shit done.
Yeah.
Put up on the walls. And that takes time. It always takes a little longer than what you think. But like I said, the goal today, get the streaming room done. Don't have to worry about it. And this room's done. Like I already put the lights in here. I don't have to paint. And bam it. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with my desk. I need longer Ethernet cable.
Get some.
Yeah, I gotta get some molding though. To mold,
you
mold the cords.
You know how to get them.
Because I'm thinking about moving. Because I guys, I wish I could show you, but my webcams doesn't go long enough. I have a big ass mural of like House of the Rising Sun type thing. Like,
Yeah, it's pretty
the
sweet.
Rising Sun. It's pretty dope, and it has waves. But
Did those Cowboys finally come back? Because they were getting the shit kicked out of them earlier.
go Cowboys! What's up, Gary?
What's going on?
How's the dog doing?
No, they were. They last time before I left, it was like 17-0. I think.
Yeah. Well, I was watching the Steelers game the day before today, and I hate the Steelers, but Aaron turned into the handyman rather than a streamer. You're not wrong.
He's gonna be on here. He's gonna be like this old house with Bob Vila.
But like I said, but here's the thing. I enjoy that kind of stuff. I have satisfaction because I've learned it, and I didn't take much appreciation to it until I found people that don't know how to fucking do it.
Did they win?
Dallas won 40-39.
Wow,
It's pretty impressive.
that's awesome.
But like I said, with streaming, once I get everything set up, streams are going to come back more fluidly. Because think about it this way: if I could waste 6 hours streaming, think about 6 hours of project. that
Yeah.
you've done. Like that's what
That's kind of where I'm at too, and I think that's why I tried to get in like a 2-hour schedule.
Yeah.
Just because I'm like, I don't have time. Like I don't have time to go 4 or 5, 6 hours. I have stuff to do.
ESPN just notified me of the Cowboys.
Tired.
Nice shirt. Thank you. It's actually Mario. You can kind of see him right here. Yeah.
I actually just talked to your niece the other day, Gary. I went out and I found a couple of like Nintendo Switches,
Mhm.
and then his sister was like, "Hey, what do you want to sell that for?" And I was like, "What I paid for it? I'm not a scalper."
Yeah.
So yeah, I hooked her up. I hope it's working. She was really really excited to get it. So.
Gary, thank you for the like. I appreciate it. I want to play more Road Company. I'm down. Like I said, I just got some stuff to do the rest of the day. I'm hopefully to knock out a stream tonight. I don't know what game I'm going to be playing.
You should play Arena. Get into Magic. Stop being a bitch.
See, if I get back into Magic, that's a slippery slope. Like, if it's a game that I'm going to drop a lot of money on, I need to wait till I do the projects on the house. Like, I got to lay floor. I got to put a roof on the house. Like, that's thousands of dollars.
I'm looking into I know you're gonna be like really shocked when I tell you a game I'm actually thinking about picking up. What? PGA Tour 2K21.
Those games are fun.
I heard it got really good reviews, and I used to love Tiger Woods golf. It was fun.
Yeah. Oh, the game's awesome. If you go Road Company, Valorant, or Apex, hit me up. I got you. I'll let you know for sure. Download Warzone. Warzone's been play Fortnite.
Play Fortnite. There you go.
So, like I said,
You haven't done any Marvel shit, have you?
for Fortnite.
Yeah.
So
Here's what happened.
but my thing is like every time I'm about to sign on to the game, I can't stream it.
Yeah.
Like I want to like Fortnite is not going to be one of those games where I'm going to play on the side.
No.
I like to stream it because one, I mean I like the content that I can make with it, playing with the random duos, playing with.
Why'd you play Fall Guys? You guys had the biggest boner for Fall Guys, and I haven't seen you play it in like a month.
Fall Guys is way more fun when you have multiple people to play.
That's true.
Like when you're sitting there playing with your buddies, it's way better. When you're sitting there playing by yourself, it sucks. You got that one too. Fortnite. Just kidding. Fortnite's more. I wouldn't say so. My personal opinion. I think it looks cool. I found myself watching Fortnite the other day for like hours because I was like, this dude's doing all these like mythical abilities. Like this dude just did like Thor's hammer. I'm like, this is awesome.
Well, they got they're going to be doing the graphical upgrade probably once PS5 is out.
Yeah.
Which it looked good.
Yeah. And
What is Among Us? I keep hearing
Okay,
about this game.
so-
Everyone's like, "Oh, you should play this game," and I'm like, "What is this game?"
so Among Us is a murder mystery.
Okay.
Basically,
Is it like Dead by Daylight?
no.
Oh, because I like Dead by Daylight.
So here's what happens. So you are basically in space. I think it's up to 8 people. 8 people. And at random, 2 are picked to be imposters. And what imposters do is they go around killing people
Mhm.
around the map. And
but no one knows.
no one knows if you're the imposter. Your goal as survivors to basically pick out the imposters. So when people and you have to do tasks to get off the ship and win. With that being said, the guys go around and basically you try to lie. Now it's way more fun to play with a group of 8.
Is it free?
I don't think it's free. What you have to do is basically
What,
it's
is it PC only?
I don't know. It's required though that you mute your mic once you die. So you can't give away who killed you.
Oh, $5. I mean, I spend $60 on games and don't play them. So
But
it's $5.
but the thing is you kill somebody and you can lie. You can sabotage as the imposter. You can act like you're doing the task. But like your goal as the survivor is to pick out the imposter. It's awesome game. Like I said, it's hilarious content. Some of the content creators that are making content off of it.
Well, I know that your cousin, that did the D&D stream with us.
Yeah.
He's been asking me about it. He's like, "Hey, I'm trying to get some people together to play this," and I'm like, "I don't know what that is."
It's a fun game. Like I said, some people take it way too serious, and people baby rage. It's a party game. Have fun with it. Seriously.
I like party games. I think they're good.
Yeah. It's like I said, that's a classic game. That's actually a really good choice. Among Us is a good one. But it's way more fun when you have a group of people that are fun to play
I
with.
would think. I mean, much like anything, I've played board games and stuff with people that I've never played board games with before, and it's been fun. But there's certain games I wouldn't play with a group of people I didn't know that well.
Yeah, for sure. And Among Us is one of those because you can make some seriously funny content just for yourself, like off stream. It's just fun. It's a murder mystery. It's like playing Clue. And like I said, when people find the body, there's been people that found the body that reported it, and they get voted out saying that they murdered them. And it's hilarious. Like I said, people get so pissed. But you're supposed to meet your mic. You're supposed to have fun with it. And some people try like it's like they're playing for the Olympics.
I've got there's like 3 or 4 people in chat right now that said that they would download it and play it with you.
Yeah. Like I said, I mean, maybe that's something we set up. If you guys are actually interested, for sure.
We could do a whole stream with that if we get enough people to do it.
You want to try it next week?
Maybe.
Well, it's actually
No, next week. I don't know.
no.
what's going on next week.
Okay, so 2 weeks from now,
Maybe 2 weeks.
Well, if you're not here next week and I am, I'll try to.
That's cool. You can go
try
to
to
those 2 nerds.
I'll try to swing with them Among Us. Let's shoot for 2, maybe 3 weeks from now. We'll keep you posted on it. We'll set up like a little group chat because I think most of you guys are all on Facebook.
I have a Discord too.
We'll set up even Discord. We'll set up a mini chat, and then we can set something up. Yeah, run up like 7. Yeah, dude, it's hilarious.
I think if you get a bunch of people that you actually know, I mean, it'd be more fun.
Yeah, for sure. We'll try it out for sure.
Your nephew or my nephew, your cousin, he said he'd definitely be in play. So
down. Yeah, so it's pretty awesome.
Eating friendly.
Yeah.
He's so cool. I like that guy.
Yeah. What's their time at here?
We're about an hour right
Okay. Yeah, I mean, anything else going on this week? We're kind of
now.
almost up to time.
No, I need another SSD drive.
SSD drive.
Dude, I have like no storage on my machine. I need another drive.
Just put a hard drive in. You don't need another.
I'm just gonna get
another SSD.
Or I'm gonna get a bigger one. I don't know. Probably just. Do I have another slot for another one?
NVMe depends on how big your board is. If you got a mini, it's only comes with 1.
I don't remember.
But if it's a normal size, they normally come with 2 now.
I don't remember.
Almost every board now comes like every motherboard that comes out all supports NVMe.
I still got my copy of Windows down there.
I mean, you should. It shouldn't matter.
It's registered to my Microsoft account, isn't it?
So how it works is it's actually registered. It's registered to your Microsoft account. But what I was saying is like,
because if I had to get a new one,
it's
and
already
replace it. I gotta.
Oh, you're gonna have to switch it over. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. You recommend the LSDD? I don't know what that is, but like I said, you can do a hard drive, anything like that. So.
Yeah, I think I just want another one. Because I feel like what this will also discipline me from having a bunch of stuff installed on my hard drive that I'm not playing, which that's dumb. And my internet's going to be faster now.
Yeah,
so.
he has one of those. He has an NVMe SSD in his thing right now. It's the 2.0. It's like one of the brand new ones that came out. So nothing wrong with it. He just needs a little bit more storage.
Let's see if your board takes NVMe. It does, right?
That's what you have in here right now.
And you're not using it. Get one of those.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you got me.
Well, I have to, if I only have room for one more, then I might, or if no more, I'll have to reinstall Windows, which will kind of suck, but
it takes some time. I mean, if you have to reinstall stuff, it just takes
time.
I
don't care about reinstalling games. That doesn't bother
me. But, yeah, other than that, I mean, I think for me, it's just...
I think we're done.
Hanging up some stuff, and that's about it for me for the rest of the week.
Yeah.
And then I got a busy work week this week, and then, I got some other stuff to do.
I'm going to be on vacation from work.
Oh, you took time off?
Not this coming week, but the week after, the last week in September.
You took time off?
Yeah.
You didn't tell me.
I have to.
just so you can get this stuff done.
Yep, I have to take time.
Well, if you need help, like I said, just let me know. I can always come over and help.
I basically went and I was like, all right, boss, I got 11 days. I gotta
get rid of them.
use them, or you're gonna not let me use them in December. So
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna take the last week of September. I'm taking like the last 3 or 4 days off in October, and then because it's Halloween and I love Halloween, and then I'm doing
I'm
the entire week of Thanksgiving. So.
I am all alone for Halloween. I'm thinking about taking that Friday off because Halloween's on a Saturday.
Well, you guys get trick or treaters out here for sure.
Yeah.
So I told you I would come and help you if
Well,
they're even still doing it.
Like I said, I'm all alone right now. Like I have nobody to help me pass out candy.
No, I definitely would do that.
But like a part of me
That's
really
cool.
wants to go get candy because I love candy.
You want to go trick or
But
treating?
then again, I'm a grown ass man. I can.
You
go
don't have to.
today.
Just get a costume and
I'm off Friday in October.
every
November.
Friday in October, November, and December. Well, aren't you just fucking lucky?
Well, you live in a neighborhood as well, so you're probably gonna be passing out candy.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what his will be like.
Well, if you're not, I'm more than happy to have people over to help me pass out candy and just hang out. We're on the fence. I don't know what's happening either. No, I don't really know any news. So them kids are going to take one look at it.
If it's set up anything like the one neighborhood, the 1 year I did it, what a lot of people do is you'll get a bunch, right? And you'll be down at like the end of the driveway when the kids just come along the sidewalk. Then they come to your door.
Yeah.
And then usually you just have like a bag or a big bowl out of the thing. They just take some and whatever you want to do. Like it's fun. You get to see all the kids do the costumes.
This lady actually did a she like pieces of wood, like almost like a ramp, and it had a plastic tube on it. And she was like, "It's my dropper." So she drops the candy in there, it slides down, and it drops right in the kid's candy bag.
I think that's awesome.
And I was like, that's a little cool DIY little thing. But like I said, I don't know what they're doing. If they are not, you guys are more than welcome to come over, see the house, see the dog, and guess hang out, watch some horror movies. We might get dude. That would actually be dope. Get your projector out here.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to still need it. I may end up giving it to you.
Like I said, we can put it in the garage and put some horror movies on it. So dress up as a WAP. Yeah, I know. You know what a WAP is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we're not going to.
I'm not that out of it.
We're not out.
Believe it or not, I'm on Twitter. I know what's going on with my 20 followers.
My 20 followers.
So yeah, if you're not following me on Twitter, go find me. I'm on there.
That would be actually really cool to do a live stream of trick or treaters.
Let's do it.
We might do it.
I don't know how many people would be cool with us putting their kids on the internet, but we don't show all the kids.
No, I think we just do some cool stuff.
I think it'd be cool. I think that we should do, because Halloween's on a Saturday this year. I think we should maybe do something for Halloween anyway.
Yeah, we're gonna figure it out. But guys, thank you guys all so much. Episode 60 in the books, really nice. You guys kind of came in a little later, but you guys are really active today, which we appreciate. We didn't even have to have it really anything topic wise.
Nah,
we just had to talk to you guys, so that's always a fun stream. Appreciate you guys all so much.
Sorry for all my profanity.
Yeah, but we ended nice. So episode 60 in the books. Until next time, we'll see you guys next week.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
See you guys. And video exit.
Video exit. We're leaving. Yay! Bye.